the government launched Operation Devil Hunt, a nationwide joint forces campaign targeting what is described as fugitive Awami League organizers and members of its student and youth wings. By early 2026, more than 25,000 people had been arrested and thousands of motorcycles and weapons seized. Supporters of the interim portray the operation as an overdue attempt to dismantle a patriarch machine Bangladesh's International Crimes Tribunal, originally set up by the Awami League to prosecute 1971 war crimes, began trying Sheikh Hasina for crimes against humanity related to the 2024 crackdown on protesters. The prosecution accused her of ordering and enabling a campaign of coordinated and systematic violence against unarmed civilians, including the use of live fire, drones, and helicopter gunships in urban areas. On 17th of November 2025, the tribunal convicted Hasina and her former Home Minister, sentencing them to death in absentia. In a separate contempt case, earlier that year, she'd already been sentenced to 6 months in prison over a leaked phone call in which she allegedly claimed to have a license to kill 227 people, referring to the number of cases filed against her. A government-backed white paper and subsequent financial investigations claim that up to $234 billion was siphoned out of Bangladesh during their Awami League years through over-invoicing, fraudulent loans, and inflated infrastructure projects. For many victims of the 2024 violence, these proceedings are a long-awaited reckoning. Families of those killed in the streets of Dhaka and Chittagong say the tribunal is finally asking who ordered the guns to fire. The interim government presents this as the heart of its moral project to restore rule of law by holding the most powerful to account, including the very person who once controlled the entire state. International rights groups and the UN Human Rights Office have condemned the use of the death penalty and raised concerns about trying a former Prime Minister in absentia. With state-appointed counsel and judges whose perceived political leanings raise questions about impartiality. Hasina herself, speaking through statements from exile, has denounced the tribunal as a tool to nullify the Awami League as a political force and to strip millions of former supporters of a voice. The stakes are therefore double. For the victims' families and many ordinary citizens, a failure to prosecute would confirm that powerful leaders can kill and steal with impunity. For critics, a trial that appears victor's justice risks entrenching divisions, turning one chapter of abuse into another.
Well, Bangladesh doesn't have any politics left. I mean, there's only one party who's active and occupy everything, do everything, get to the elections in their way. They get their people elected in many different forms with a proper candidate and dummy candidate, independent candidate, but all from the same party.
18 months after the July uprising, Bangladesh is a country suspended between chapters. The Hasina era ended with blood on the streets, vast allegations of corruption, and the flight of a prime minister who had ruled for 50